Congratulations, you are still alive. Most people are so ungrateful to be alive, but not you. Not anymore.
Welcome back to my channel on Jigsaw. Remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't out. Want to see what's going on with the current energy and what's going on behind the scenes. Alright. Right now I'm just going to pick up anything. Alright. Oh wow, so you got fear and anxiety. So I cut the deck and Four Swords came out with Ace of Pentacles. So someone's stressed and having a lot of mental problems, right? There's a lot of fear and anxiety because you're going to your Ace of Pentacles. They can see, the Spirit's telling me they can see your future, right? So they did black magic, I'm hearing, in order to, so they did tarot reading. The Spirit's telling me they did tarot reading on you, right? To find out about your Ace of Pentacles. Could be a new job, new business idea, or an investment, in terms of property, stability, something that's going to give you a lot of abundance, right? Because of your performance, right? So there's someone here that's stressing out, right? They're in fear and anxiety, right? And that's what I've been feeling too. Like they're scared you're getting closer to your Ace of Pentacles and things are going good for you, but for them it's not, right? So we're going to see what's going on here, right? So there's someone that doesn't want you to have your Ace of Pentacles, right? They really don't like it. So we're going to see what's going on here. Give me confirmation, Spirit, on the Four Swords, please. I want to see what's going on. So this person doesn't like it that you're a hard worker, right? They don't like it that you're persistent in your work ethics, right? They have nothing, they can't do anything, so I cut the card, right? And star in reverse. So star in reverse and and the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands upright. They don't like it. So there's an ongoing battle. They feel exhausted because they can't beat you. With the Star card in reverse, so this person is a dark angel, right? Doesn't like it that you're succeeding in life, right? And what dark angel these days are like it. So there's a person that lacks faith, man, right? Lacks creativity. And they don't like it that you're creative in terms of what you're doing right behind the scenes, right? So like I said, it could be a business or business idea, or in terms of property, or you succeeding in terms of what the Lord gave you, what you worked hard for, right? And everything they do is a failure, right? Six and Wands in reverse, right? They had ill intention towards you, right? They hunted you down, right? So that's what I was getting. I was getting hunting vibes. Like you try to hunt the collective down for the Ace of Pentacles, right? Because they worked hard for it and you didn't, right? That's why there's a lot of regrets, right? Four of Cups in reverse, right? So they were working hard with the Eight of Pentacles upright. They were trying to stop your Ace of Pentacles, right? So these tarot readers that are trying to stop you from ascending, they know about your gift, right? They know about you having abilities, spiritual abilities, right? So remember that there's a spiritual invisible war going on in the last days, and see the Hermit came out on the Ace of Pentacles. So the spiritual enlightenment, right? So there's self-reflection of what's going on behind the scenes. That's why you're receiving inner guidance about your Ace of Pentacles, right? They don't like it that you're performing at the rate. So yeah, so Nine of Cups upright. So yeah, you're getting your wish fulfillment, and that's why they fucking mad, right? That's why they fucking mad as hell. The Ace of Wands just jumped out as I was shuffling it. Shit, man. So they don't want you to have your new beginning, right? They don't want you to prosper, right? They know you got that creative spark. You know, it's like what Tupac said in one of his documentaries, I will spark the mind, right? That will change the world, right? And that's like the children of Israel, right? The children of the light. They do things to change the world, make people's lives better, find a better solution to the problem. And these dark angels of the Illuminati Freemasons are the big problem in this world. That's why there's so much hate, corruption, drug dealing, violence. It's because the leaders that are in control, right, are pushing off that vibration. And this is the reason why the children of the light have enemies in society, right? They're trying to stop us from receiving our abundance, our Ace of Pentacles, right? They don't like it that you have passion and enthusiasm, right? That's what pisses them off, because of your talent, the growth in your talent, right? In your gifts, right? Ace of Wands feeling, right? So they're not happy, right? And haters can't get in the club, right? That's what I'm getting. Haters can't get in the club, right? They don't give a shit about you, right? That's why they're receiving delayed messages, right? In terms of what's going on behind the scenes. So they're trying to act like they're the chosen and they receive messages, but these people don't receive messages. I'm hearing they're trying to hijack your vessel to know what you're doing, right? With this Page of Swords, they're trying to hijack, because they don't get any messages with this Page of Swords, right? And they don't like it that you're quick-minded, right? You're quick in terms of reacting the right way. They want you to react in a different way so that they can stitch you up, so you can miss your opportunity of your Ace of Pentacles, right? But the Lord said that you're protected, right? That's why there's stagnation behind the scenes, right? These people have a negative pattern that you've been picking up, right? So they know about your success. They know that you're blessed. They foresee the future, but they foresee that by hijacking your vessel. So you could have had an attachment, right? So that they could find out what is your destiny, right? That's why they had to go cheat and go to tarot readers. And I feel like these tarot readers, right, are fucking trying to fuck you up. Yeah, they're in the Five of Pentacles. They're in the Five of Pentacles, the Lord said, right? So these people that have been going against you, they're suffering financial difficulties, right? They're fucking, the Lord left them out in the cold, man, right? That's why they're going through a lot of struggle, right? So this is their future. So every time, I keep telling everyone this, like, stay out of people's business. The more you get into other people's business, when the scriptures say, mind your business, he gonna fuck you up for transgressing the law of the Most High. And that's your problem. We're just messengers of God. You ain't, right? And I feel like this person hates you because of that, right? And they're meeting failure with the Seven of Swords in reverse, right? They've given in. And there's always light at the end of the tunnel for you, right? Nine of Swords reverse. I feel like they try to put you in the Nine of Swords and always worry about your future, right? With the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups came out, man. We're just talking about that shit. So you go into your new beginnings, new relationships, new romance, love, right? You could be getting pregnant, right? Again, or getting pregnant, right? So fit the roles that best suit your situation, right? In terms of what's going on behind the scenes. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't out. So Ace of Cups, there's a celebration, right? And they don't like it, right? Nine of Wands, they always want to get sexy, right? So there's a person that's in your energy that wants to get sexy, try and get you off balance, right? By throwing, I'm hearing sacral chakra, attacking your sex, your sex energy, where all your creativity comes from, right? They want to suck your energy out, right? So that they can steal your creativity, right? And a lot of these dark angels, they're low vibrational by default. And when they like that, they tend to absorb people, right? They absorb people's energy because of their insecurities. They can't create their own happiness, create their own life, create their own Peter Pan energy, that everlasting energy, because they don't believe in themselves, right? Like you, collective, right? And they come from an unhappy home. Ten of Cups in reverse. All the shit that they doing to you with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, right? They're bad business, bad news, suffering a lot of problems. Ten of Wands in reverse. A dark high priestess is involved. See, trickery, doing a lot of trickster spells, very deceiving, right? So you got a dark, and you got a couple involved too, with the devil in the reverse, right? And they're all imbalanced, disharmony, always antagonizing you, right? Always poking and jabbing so they can get a reaction. Oh, look, we made him look bad. Now we can look like we're the angels of light when they're not. That's what they're trying to do. A lot of abuse of power with the emperor in reverse, behind the scenes, right? They're fighting over traditions, these religious occult groups. They're trying to fight over religious beliefs. And you know, when religious beliefs, when it comes to the heathens, these humans, they always resort to violence. They don't understand spiritual warfare. That's why they always react to their flesh quick, and they like to poke and jab at people, at sensitive people, the chosen ones, to make it look like they're bad. And that's what I feel like with these religious occult groups, what they're trying to do to you. And the hangman came out upright. All right? These people don't have no sense of direction, right? They have to like attach themselves towards you to get direction, and that's not how the Spirit works in the last days. They tell you that I shall dwell in them. 2 Corinthians 6:16 tells you that he's going to dwell in them, and he's going to direct your steps, right? And this is why they don't like it, all right? They're trapped, man. They like direction. They got nothing going for them, right? So they have no motivation at all. They got nothing going on with them, with the 8 of Wands in reverse, right? So there's lots of motivation. These people they're not motivated. They're insecure. They have no motivation at all in terms of spirituality and in life. They're not happy with their life. So they break up happy homes and like to see people suffer, and get off of that. These people are sadists. They're losers. They like a social life. They're bitches with the 3 of Cups in reverse. So there's a lot of them fighting, right? They're trying to fight over your Ace of Pentacles, right? They're trying to ruin like your business deals, your work ethics, right? This is what I'm hearing behind the scenes, right? They can't compromise. That's why there's an end of a conflict with the 5 of Wands in reverse, right? So you've ended this is done. It's over. Judgment came out, right? So they're going to get done for all the evil that they did on you. The karma's going to get back on them, right? In terms of what's going on behind the scenes, right? So it is what it is, man. People got to stop doing this shit, right, to people, right? Especially the people that don't deserve it, right? This is why the Lord steps in and gets the oracles of the Most High, right, to do His will, right? And those that do His will are His brother. Those that do the will of God are my brother, my mother, my sister. See, these people don't do the will. If they're sticking their nose where it don't belong and trying to take a Ace of Pentacles, that's a thief and a robber description in the Bible. So these people are not your family. These people are your spiritual enemies claiming to be your family, right? So you got to be aware in terms of your workplace and in your environment, right? The Lord will find the person that's doing that shit. When you seek the truth, He's going to guide you into it, and He's going to show you all your enemies behind the scenes of who I'm talking about, right? So, Lord willing, that was edifying. Make sure you fit the jigsaw puzzle where it's supposed to fit in terms of your situation. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't out. And we'll see you on the next one, Collective.
So if you wonder why I be searching these riddle me this, riddle me that. Why they gotta run like that? Say the same thing over like that. So what's the point of singing if they only tune you out? Try to clear lyric, don't belt it out. I'm just making sense, please take it clear. Listening to goodness, see this music to the ear.